Hello dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I think all of you are well, also your family. I am also fine. So welcome in your today's class. This class is presented by me, Khalid Mamoon, lecturer, accounting department, Dhaka Mega City College, as well as the subject teacher, finance and banking, class 11 and 12, English version BST. So today we have to discuss Finance, Banking and Insurance Part 1, Chapter 6. The name of this chapter is Long-Term Finance. So dear student, our discussion topics is characteristics of bond in this chapter. Before discussing these topics, we need to know the learning outcome of this lecture. So from today's lecture, you have to understand about long-term finance. Also, you have to understand about bond. Also, you have to understand about bond issuing authority, as well as you have to understand about characteristics of bond, dear student. So before discussing about bond and its characteristics, first of all, we need to know the concept of long-term finance, because the bond is related with the long-term finance. So let's go to know the concept of long-term finance. So you see the screen, there is a definition like to finance in a project or to make an investment for more than 5 years is called long-term finance. Okay, so here I said that if you have a capital and if you invest your capital in a project for more than 5 years, or if you need a capital, if you collect this capital for more than 5 years from any sources, this is called long-term finance. Okay, I think you understand the concept of long-term finance. So now we want to discuss about the concept of bond. Okay, that is the main discussion of this chapter. So bond is the document of long-term loan that a company sells to collect its required fund. What I said? I said that bond is the document. It's a document of long-term loan. That means this is a document by which a company collects its required fund as long-term loan, that is called bond. Okay, so now we need to know, is there any issuing authority in our country or all over the world of bond? Yeah, there are several types of issuing authority in our country as well as the world. First one is government. In any government for any country issues a bond, like a treasury bond, like a treasury bill, to collect its required fund or loan. Number two is corporation. Corporation means here the big company, okay, like as Beximco, like as a Square company. Okay, they also issues a bond to collect their required fund in the market. Okay. The number three is foreign government or company. Foreign government or company. Sometimes the foreign government or foreign company, like as the foreign government, like as America, like as Britain, like as France, as well as the foreign company, like as Unilever, right? They also issues the bond to collect the internationally issues the bond to collect the fund. And the fourth one is municipal authority. So municipal authority like as airport authority, like as BRTA, okay, they also issues a bond to collect its required fund. But in our country, it's not available in our country who issues this bond as municipal authority. Okay, so there are some companies or authorities who issues the bond. Now we have to discuss about, that is our main discussion of this lecture, the characteristics of bond. The characteristics of bond. So we know there is a characteristics of bond. The first one is interest rate. In every bond there is a specific interest rate that is given by a issuing company. Okay, so number 2 is maturity. Maturity means is the period of bond, but term of bond, like as 5 years, 10 years. This is the maturity. Okay, so number 3 is redemption. Redemption means the it's a refundable. Okay, it's a refundable. Okay, after its maturity or before its maturity, the issuing company is bound to refund this value of this bond to the bond holder, that means who collects the bond. Okay, this is the redemption. Okay, number 4 is buyback call provision. Buyback provision, call means before its maturity, sometimes the issuing company can call his bond holder that to collect its document. Okay, before its maturity, not after maturity. Okay, like as if it is a 10 years of bond, 10 years maturity date, but 10 years period, then after 8 years the issuing company can call the bond holder that I want to collect my documents, that means bond. Okay, so at this time the bondholder can is bound to refund his documents or bond to the issuing company, but the issuing company also is bound to refund the value of a bond to the bond holders who collects the bond. Okay, so number 5 is indenture. So indenture is like as written documents in where the rights and responsibilities of both parties, like issuing company and the bond holder who collects the bond, are recorded in these documents. So I am saying again, indenture is a written documents, written paper where the rights and responsibility of issuing company or bondholders are recorded. And number 6 is security. Okay, so security in any company or issuing authority, when they issue the bond, they can ensure the security, or they can issue with security, or they can issue a bond without security. This is the characteristics of bond. And number 7 is yield. Yield means return from this bond. Yield means the revenue from this bond. Yield means the income from this bond. Okay, so this is the one types of characteristics of bond. So I think from today's discuss, you have to able to learn what is the long-term finance, what is the bond, what is the who are the issuing authority of bonds, and as well as you have to learn the characteristics of bonds. Okay, so all of you will follow this video lecture and will learn all the topics that I have discussed today, and you also write in your copy and practice at your home. Okay, so see you in next class. Till that, take care and be safe and stay home. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.